Texans have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Smith now on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters, because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. This Chiefs team, 33 takeaways last year, most in the NFL, and they get an early one here.
It doesn't happen by accident. They emphasize it. They coach it, they demand it, and they get them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
3rd and 2, Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got it. This is Ware. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Pass complete. but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Conley's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the red zone now, Smith. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Second and 10, Smith again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing third and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Here we go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Watson now on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On first down, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Watson on first down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Here we go. 190. 190.
On second down, here's Miller. And some space here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down carry now for Miller. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Watson.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. First down throw, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Wow, evasive.
Make them miss.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Smith to throw again. They'll leave this for Ware. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 50, it's Smith. Buying time to his left. He can, and now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bbit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. To throw on second down is Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And all the way to the opposite 48. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
To throw on second is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 23. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hopkins a man in motion right. They run again with Foreman. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On 1st down, Smith. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. From the red zone now, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Smith throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw on 3rd down. Smith, flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Again, Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Now Smith, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Smith on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A Kansas City first down. Smith finding Hill that time. Smith with a give to Hunt. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the gun, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and long, it's Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Being chased out left. Albert.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and 2, Smith. And this is caught by Wilson. Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Hey. 4 down.
In motion is Fedorowicz.
Flex round.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And some room to roam now. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Fuller. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On the counter, it's Miller. Room here to run. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Smith, throw left side, complete. That's Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Smith on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. On first down, it's Smith. Dancing to his left. Caught here by Conley. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing again is Smith. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Phillips getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. DJ Reader coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And here comes the Texans now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Here's Foreman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Again, it's Foreman, and he's got room. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Check. 59. Ohio.
They'll run with Foreman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. 6 guard. Check 6. Let's go. What? 90. Ohio. Flex round. Let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Hut.
To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On 1st and 10, Smith steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to throw, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.